Hello guys, welcome to Math 101 from home. Yeah, that's what I'm going to call it. We're going to start doing some new instruction, guys, so it's going to be a little bit different, but I think we're going to be able to do it. Okay, so if you remember a little bit before you left, we kind of started talking about shapes. Yes, we know what these shapes are called, but we're going to try to go into a little bit more depth and learn a little bit more about them. Like for instance, this guy's called a what? A rectangle, you got it. And this guy here, what's his name? Square, you got it. So we know those pretty well. But if I wanted you to look at those and tell me ways that they might be similar or different, what could you come up with? Let's start with similar. I want to know ways that they are similar or the same. How is a rectangle like a square? Well, hopefully, you notice that they each have four sides. Four sides are walls. They're basically the walls. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4. It has four sides. And hopefully you notice that your square does too. 1, 2, 3, 4. They each have four sides. What else do we notice that might be the same between a rectangle and a square? Hopefully you talked about these guys. The pokies, the pointy parts. We like to sound smart though when we call them corners. So yes, how many corners do they each have? Let's find out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 corners on the rectangle. Let's see about the square. 1, 2, 3, 4. We each have 4 corners on the square as well. So they both each have 4 corners. Now, these are not just any corners. Corners are also where 2 points come together. These are special corners. We call these corners square corners. And the reason we do that is because they are very lined up. Best way to think about a square corner is show me how strong you are. Show me how strong you are. Okay, I hope you all are showing me how very, very strong you are. To be a square corner, it would be able to hold a book. If I can hold a book, then I have a straight line here and I have a straight line here. That is how I make a square corner. If they're not straight up and down here and straight here, what do you suppose is going to happen to my book? Oh no, because right now it'll hold. It'll hold. But if I start to make my wall lean, yep, the book's not going to hold there. So to be a square corner, you got to think square corners are nice and strong. It'll fit a book and it'll be nice and straight there. Okay, so these corners are called square corners. They're kind of special. And on a rectangle and a square, they all have square corners. So, something else we got to learn a little bit. I like. All right, guys. Anything else that's the same about them? Or, hey, what about different about them? Do you notice anything that is different between the rectangle and the square? Hopefully somebody noticed that he has a short, long side, and he's got a short. He's got short sides all the way around. Okay. So they're not quite the same size sides. Which brings me to my what makes a square special. All squares get to be counted as rectangles, but not all rectangles get to be counted as squares. Squares are very, very special. Squares belong to what Mrs. Froman likes to call the Triple S Club. Yes, they're super special. So they get to be part of a club, and I call it the SSS Club, the Triple S Club. That's because only squares can belong to the Triple S Club because they have the same size sides. Their sides are the same all the way around. They do not have any that are longer, then shorter, then longer, then shorter. They are all the same size. That's why a square gets to belong to the Triple S Club. Only squares are allowed in the Triple S Club because only squares have the same size sides. You know I have to do that. Did you know a teenager always acts like that? You know they do. All right, so that is what makes a square special. That is how they're different than a rectangle as well. Okay? All right, guys. So the last thing that I'm going to do, that I'm going to ask for you today, is going to be, if you can remember whether or not what I'm about to draw is an actual shape. Okay, I'm going to draw some, and you have to tell me, are those shapes? Are those real shapes? Yes or no? Get ready? No! That's right. Oh, I heard it. I heard it all the way from here. I totally heard that. No, they are not shapes. And the reason that they are not shapes is because they are not what we call closed. There's a little escape hatch there. And you know that all of our little monkeys, they're going to be able to escape right out of there. So if our monkeys can escape, it is not a shape. They have to be closed. We have to close up that escape hatch for it to be a shape. A shape has to be closed to be a shape. Okay? All right, guys. So there will be another video tomorrow, and we'll kind of review what this was. And my first question tomorrow is going to be, how do you belong to the Triple S Club? What do you have to be and what do you have to be part of the Triple S Club? Okay, so there's no assignment today. Your assignment will come tomorrow after we introduce circles as well. So this video is just to kind of get it in your head and get you to thinking about it. Okay, tomorrow the video will talk about triangles and circles, and then you will have an assignment. Okay, alrighty guys, happy learning, and I will see you in a little bit. Bye.